casually walking around the Grand Palais. Victoria's Secret.
I guess the real question in life is, why do they call them French fries if they are American? Anyhow, we're gonna be training a defender today. Check this out. We're gonna max this player first 180%, and then I'm gonna show you. Wait, let me get rid of this, because as soon as I hit this level, there is a guy always that is trying to buy my players. Yes, I want to reject this offer. I'm not selling this player. And then we're going here. There we go, Taylor Mary Hill. We need just a little bit of strength. Just a teeny tiny bit. See, we are 179%. The limit is 180. 180 is the overall quality of the player. That is a limit, but the highest that you can go in attribute wise is 340%. So we're gonna max that with this. Let's see if we get there. There we go, 180. Boom. And now we're gonna take you step by step into the drills that you should be using. Now, ideally, you're gonna do a DC mainly. I mean, I can give myself the luxury of adding a DR and a DL just for versatility, but it will be better if you just use a DC. So the first drill that you're gonna have to start with is this one, Carioca with ladders. The reason is because you want to prioritize aggression. See, you start with that and you basically multiply 180 times 2 and you get to that limit. So once you reach that limit in your attributes, then you go with warm up again, and this time it's going to be 180 times 3. You reach that limit and you're gonna go with pig in the middle. This one is 180 times 5. So once you hit that limit, I think it's 900. I don't know, 900. When you hit that limit, aggression should be at 340. If you check my player, let's see here. See, aggression is the first thing that you're gonna max at 340. The next thing you want to do is you want to go with marking, positioning, heading, especially bravery. Now, the drills to do that, to continue, are, let's see, I have them right here. This one. Well, I mean, in my case, is stop the attacker, because I find that I want to max tackling, marking, bravery. Those are very important. After that, you're gonna use defending crosses. Crossing, marking, heading, bravery, again, you start maxing with the 180 rule. And then, after you get bored with that and you got enough, you can use your head. This one is good. You're gonna be using 2 gray attributes to increase positioning and heading. And after a while, you're gonna get tired with that, because you're gonna reach the limit and you're gonna have nothing. You're gonna have to go to the reds, to the attack. And here you're gonna max marking and heading for crossing it. Now, if you don't have a DL and a DR, it's gonna be much more efficient. Set piece delivery is gonna do wonders for your players, because it has 2 gray attributes that are working to increase 2 whites. So that's gonna be very good. Then we have crossing, shooting, finishing, heading. This is mainly for a DR, DL. I mean, you don't wanna use it in a DC. In my case, I use it a lot, but don't use it on a DC. The one that you're gonna have to use a lot, sadly, because you're not gonna have another way to increase tackling, is one-on-one finishing. This is the only drill that you're gonna have to increase tackling to a higher level. It's not gonna be it's not gonna be pretty on the gray attributes, but you know, there's no another one. And then if you still have enough space, you can try harder jumps, or you can try shadow runs, but you probably will have your gray attributes way too high, which you're gonna have to go with this one. I know it sucks, but it's the only way to get strength, because once you use, remember we started with, I'm gonna put this in order. See, we started with Carioca with ladders to the limit, then we did warm up to the limit, the 180 rule, then we went with pig in the middle. That is a lot, okay? You're adding a lot of value right there. And then we did stop the attacker, was it? Yeah, stop the attacker. Then we use this one. You can try maybe video analysis, but I wouldn't recommend that. And then we did set piece delivery. Now, all of these drills really increase a lot the percentage of your players, and it did a lot in your gray attributes. So as you can see, now think about this. Think about the white attributes with all of these drills. Once you max them with the 180 rule, of course, you're not gonna have many attributes to work with, because say if you wanna do now hurdle jumps, which increases aggression, speed, or bravery, or shadow runs, which gives you strength, you don't really have a lot of attributes to work with, because bravery will be max, because strength will be basically depending on speed, and you don't need speed. So it really depends on the kind of player you start with. If you start with a mutant, you can use these kind of drills. Then gym, you can use gym, but then again, fitness was increased with piggy in the middle, so you don't really have a lot of fitness to go with and increase strength. Then you can try, let's see, you use stop the attacker. Oh, where is it? Here. So you already increase tackling, marking, and bravery, so you don't have much room to increase strength. So the drills that are going to give you strength really have a lot of the other attributes already maxed. So the only option that you have to max strength is shooting technique, which sucks because it gives you shooting and finishing, but it's the only way. So that's basically it, and that's how you get this kind of player. Pretty simple. It depends on the kind of player you start with. Ideally, you want to use negotiations. That will be the easiest way to go, because if you start with negative gray values, it's way simple. Oh well, I have a match to play. You have things to do. See you in the next one. Oh, one more thing. Check this out. I did this with my defense, basically. I have never ever lost a match in this event. Crazy. Having a good defense. Who would have thought of it? And by the way, these other players, they're kind of good too, but just like more like an accessory. See that? The reason why I did this player is because when you have an AML or an AMR, usually when they are pure, the values are around 300%. So you need a 300% defense, right? And then I came up with this one, defensive wall, 320%. Now you think that's bad because it's not 340. Actually, defensive wall takes bravery, positioning, and a little bit of strength into account. So it really increases 1 star. So that 20% that is missing over there, boom, defensive wall is like 340%. You don't really need to do much work. Actually, I made a mistake. Bravery should be also at 320%, and strength should have a little bit more. That way, defensive wall will increase that extra star, and boom, you have 340 without actually having 340. Okay, now I really have to go. That's it. Have fun, guys.